So my 2026 goals. Okay, we made it! Oh my god, they have so much Miffy stuff. I am actually going to an artist introspection workshop. I'm tired. Yay! Hey guys, it is a few days into January and I am currently working on my 2025 reflections and also my 2026 goals. I'm using the Amanda Rachley Doodle Planner this year. This is my very first year in like the last 8 or 9 years that I haven't done my own bullet journal. I think that ever since I quit my job last year, I've actually found it really difficult to keep up with doing my own bullet journal where I draw all the spreads every single month. I think whenever I have creative time or get an itch to create, I want to be focusing on using that time to kind of draw more for my business or for my shop. And I just found myself not really going in to create the spreads that I need in a bullet journal. So I decided to bite the bullet and get this one. So far, I really love it. I love having the spreads done and you get to just do a little bit of coloring on every single page so that you still get that kind of creative itch if you want it. But one thing that is already bothering me is the monthly calendars start on Monday. And that's the thing about any pre-planned journal is you can't lay it out the exact way that you would if you were to draw it yourself. I prefer it when the weekly spreads, wait, let me pull it up. I prefer it when the weekly spreads start on Monday like this. That's just how I like it. But I prefer when the monthly spreads start on Sunday. For some reason in my head, a calendar should go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But in this journal, it goes Monday, the full week, Saturday, Sunday on the end. So I really gotta just get used to looking at it like this. I keep thinking that I have no plans on Sunday because there's nothing in all of these Monday columns, but all of the weekend is like here. So it's just something I gotta get used to. Since I'm also working on my 2026 goals right now, I thought it'd be fun if I kind of share some of them with y'all. I am actually super excited for 2026 from a business standpoint. This will actually be my first full year being a full-time artist because I actually quit in the middle of 2025. So I spent the beginning of 2025 still having my day job. And I feel like because I kind of had all of 2025 to try this out and try new things, I feel really excited about 2026 going into it for a full year. I know what I want to do and how to do it as well. One really big goal that I had for this year was to hopefully get to do a US convention, and I could not believe it. I got accepted into my #1 choice American convention on January 1st. I just feel like that was such a fun and exciting sign of how this year is gonna go. So I will be going to SakuraCon in Seattle in April this year. I am so unbelievably excited to sell my work in another country. Luckily, Seattle is a very easy place for me to start off with, so it's gonna be perfect. It's really easy for me to get there, and all I gotta do is figure out some of the tax and permit related things, and once I've got that done, we will be good to go. And last but not least, I really want to stay consistent with YouTube this year. I just started my channel like 6 months ago, so I know I still have a long way to go. And last year I posted a lot of different types of videos to try to see what I felt the best creating and filming and editing, and I think it's safe to say that I definitely love vlogs, especially travel vlogs and con vlogs. I do also love the behind the scenes business vlogs. I'm kind of thinking that I want to pull back a little bit on all of the personal life tidbits in the vlogs. Let me know if you guys actually really like to see that, or if that's not really what you're here for and you just want to see and hear more about running this small business behind the scenes. I also started out posting on my channel literally every single week, and I'm quite proud that I was able to commit to that for months. But honestly, I don't think it's very sustainable, especially because I'm not like a full-time YouTuber or anything like that. My business is my primary job, so I don't think YouTube will be super sustainable for me if I continue to post that much, because it does take a lot of time and I think it's kind of neglecting some of the other parts of my business. So For 2026, I'm thinking of moving to maybe like a bi-weekly schedule, be consistent, but push out really quality content because I don't want to just be posting whatever either. I want the vlogs to be good and entertaining or helpful, educational, all of the good things. So for 2026, that is what you're gonna see from me. I've also noticed a really big change in my own mindset around work and my business now that it is January, because last January and basically every January before that, I had always really dreaded going back to work after the holidays. Once you have like 2 to 3 prolonged weeks off and you're having so much fun with your friends and family, it is so hard to go back to work in January. It is like these Sunday scaries times 10 every single January, and I just dreaded it. Like, I dreaded going back to work so much. But this year, this is like the first time I've ever found myself not feeling that way in January. And I actually have found in the past week, I have to keep reminding myself that I am on holiday right now, to not do too much work, because this is probably going to be the only prolonged break that I have for the whole year that's not just like a vacation when I'm leaving the country. I actually just feel this really big urge to want to do things. Like, I want to be packing orders, I want to be drawing, I want to be making cards. I actually genuinely want to return back to my work and back to my job in a sense for the first time ever. It is a really different feeling, and I'm very grateful that I get to do this now and truly spend my time doing what I love. It's honestly making me feel really excited for 2026. Packing a huge wholesale order for over a week now. Every single day I've just been making stuff and packaging it and building on this order. There was almost like 500 items in one order, and it is for a retail store in Vancouver that has been ordering from me for honestly like maybe 4 or 5 years. So I love always sending them a shipment. It is really exciting when they want to restock, and this time they also got a bunch of new stuff, including a whole bunch of the new waterproof sticker sheets, and they ordered key charms as well. Because retail stores like to order things for a good chunk of the year at a time, they actually placed an order for a whole bunch of Mother's Day and Father's Day cards, and I did not have those in stock, so I had to make a lot of stuff, which definitely took a good amount of time. So I haven't really had too much time the past week to work on other shop stuff. It is so exciting to get such a big order, and I am super, super grateful. It does just take up a lot of time, and usually I always think that January is not going to be a very busy season, like right after the holidays, but I always forget that January is always busy for me. It's very close to Valentine's Day, and since I sell a lot of greeting cards, Valentine's Day is a big season for me. And also in January, people tend to order a lot of sticker sheets. I think a lot of people are getting their journals ready, which is very exciting to see. I love to see everybody's planners and how they use the journal stickers every single year. But I end up having to ship out quite a bit of orders for a slow retail season. Also, every January, I feel like I just get really inspired to draw, because I think my New Year's resolution is always to draw more in different forms. So I have had a lot of art ideas that I've been trying to execute whenever I am not packing this order or packing online shop orders. I have been drawing, and I have made good progress on a new sticker sheet. It is actually a Stardew Valley themed sheet. I played so much Stardew during the holiday break that I was like, these images and food items, the animals, all of those things are so ingrained in my brain. I also used to play so much Stardew for a little bit in university that I kind of had to quit because I got so addicted that I did not really study for my finals one year, and that was not okay. So I took a huge break and kind of got back into it. Hare and I have been playing a co-op game, which has been super fun, but it's also really great to do the co-op because I can't really play without him. So I can't just play as much as I want whenever I want. It's been like a good way to only play a little bit a day, and we played a lot during Christmas when neither of us had a lot to do and we were trying to get a lot of rest. I will show you guys a sneak peek of what I got so far. So I'm currently in the process of doing the offset outline essentially to make it into a sticker, but this is the sheet. If you can see it on my iPad, the background's actually not going to be blue. I just do that to help me with the outlines. But yes, we got some fruits, flowers, veggies, this little cow. I love this little cow. And this horsey too. My horse's name in Stardew is Chalky, so that's little Chalky right there. But yes, I'm so excited about that sheet. I think it should be done pretty soon. Like, I just have some final touches to go on it, but I am loving how cute and cozy and just like fun and whimsical this looks. Although I will say, every time I look at this sheet, it just makes me want to play Stardew. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'm very excited about this.
Hi guys, here's a time lapse of me cleaning Angela's office. Okay, is it 100% clean? No, but I feel like just tidying helps sometimes, especially because I don't know where everything goes. Kind of what we did in, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes. Just tidying up the surfaces, putting stuff away. She's going to Hawaii soon, so this is some clothes that she has. She needs to figure out if she wants or not. And yeah, okay, bye.
Good morning. I am actually out right now because I'm gonna go get a facial today. This is not really like a resolution, but this year I did want to start getting regular facials, maybe like every single month, just to improve the health of my skin. I don't really know if you can fully tell on video, but I have always struggled with really dry, acne prone skin. Like, I have some breakouts right there today. I am super diligent with my skincare, and I have really tried so many different things to help with my acne, but my skin is just very acne prone, and Nothing has worked to make it completely go away. I think my skin has improved a lot over the years, but facials always do make my skin feel better. So let's see if it makes any difference at all if I go very regularly. Oh my God, it is so cold today. Can you see my breath? Oh my God, I'm so excited. How cute is this? They give you a little lip balm with your name on it. Facial is done. Oh my God, my skin feels so nice. I know getting a facial is pretty expensive, but honestly, it is worth every penny. Every time after my facial is over, I'm like, damn, my skin feels so good. It feels like when you get a fresh haircut, but like for your face. Okay, now I am actually gonna drive to Front & Company, which is the store that placed the really big order that I've been packing all week. They had actually asked if it could be delivered before Wednesday, and today is Monday, so I just figured instead of betting on the postal service, which always can have so many delays and issues, since they are also located in Vancouver, I just thought I would go and drop it off on my way home. Okay, we made it! I feel like everybody in Vancouver knows about Front & Company, the clothing consignment store, but next door they actually have a huge gift shop where they sell really, really cool stuff, and that's where my cards are going. This box is so heavy. It's like a arm workout. Oh my God, they still had some of my holiday cards here. Oh my God, they have so much Miffy stuff. All right, my errands around town are done, so let's go home now. I am home now, and I have just been working on packing orders from the online shop. I managed to get through this many so far. Now that I do not have that huge Front & Company order to do, I feel like I can finally catch up on some of the other things that I need to do. Sometimes it does feel like there are certain things while running an art shop that are kind of just never ending. Like, you will basically always need to do it over and over and over. Packing orders is one of them, so you definitely want to make sure you love packing orders before jumping into this type of career. Making cards and packaging products also feels like a job that's never really done. Like, no matter how much I think I have made, you just sell them and then you run out of them again and then you have to make more. It's definitely a good problem to have. I much prefer that over having inventory just sit. But this year I think I really want to work on making sure I'm also spending time on things that move my business forward and not just maintaining the business. So I perceive like packing orders, making products of designs that like already exist as things that are obviously very essential and keep my shop running, and it is what keeps me in business. So definitely very important. I have no intention of neglecting those things, but I think I just want to also make time for things that do move the needle forward, basically. So things like making time to draw new designs and developing new products as well, and also kind of just figuring out and defining where I really want Angel and Hair to go, what direction I want to take it in, what I really see myself doing 5 or 10 years from now. Prior to this past year, anytime I was doing anything for my business, it has always just felt like a huge privilege just to be able to do it at all. And I definitely do still believe in that. Like, I feel so lucky to be an artist every day, especially now that it is my job. But I think I was always kind of in shock a little bit that I was able to do something like draw and make money from it, that I always perceived art as like a, oh, I can't believe this is happening kind of thing. And success to me was always just being able to do it at all, which I definitely do still believe in. But I think that now that this is my job and this is my career, there are also ways that I can drive the boat instead of just being a passenger on it and seeing where it takes me. Good morning! I am about to head out today to go to an introspection workshop with a bunch of other artists, which I feel like is going to be such a good way to really cement and set in my 2026 goals. We actually all made a little PowerPoint to present our goals for the year and everything that we thought went well last year and what didn't. I actually do something like this with my friends every single year for New Year's Eve, which I really love. It's such a good way to share your resolutions, but this is going to be the first time that I've ever done it with other artists, which I do think is also going to be very inspiring for me, since this is going to be my first full year as a full-time artist, and it'll just be really good to pick each other's brains and give advice and receive it and see how other people perceive my business and just get some outside opinions from people who really know what they're doing, honestly, and have been doing this for a very long time. So let's get going and I will take you guys along with me. Hello! Hi!
Okay.
Guys, look what Yuge found at Daiso that he got me. It is box scoring tool where you like put this along the box and then you can make the box any size you want. How useful.
Oh, I see. You can make your own out of it.
Yeah! Right now I kind of just like poke it and then bend it over and it's like kind of crooked. This will look so much better. Maybe you can just like also buy less boxes this way, because then if they're like all bigger, you could just make them smaller. Yeah, what a great use of $2.80. Look, presentations are ready. Look how professional it is. Don't giggle at professional. We're also streaming on Discord. Hello, everybody.
For hosting and for letting us always take over her entire space, and for Frank, who has to deal with us. Yay! My goals included just like intentionally working. I'm happy to say that I've done that and will continue into the new year. And in fact, I'm happy. Thank you. Oh, and Noisy can pull up the
It's now 2026, and this is 2025 in review. Around 2 days for like prep packing and stuff, which we all know that's like a gross underestimation.
Right, I was like, you only take 2 days? Wow. No, guys, my PowerPoint is like the bare bones professor that puts like nothing on the slide, and you just have to listen. In 2025, I retire.
Yay! Chloe says, I feel the same about keychains and some stationery items. Like, they have good margins, but I didn't really care about the product itself. I had to train my brain that some merch is there to fund the bigger projects that I really care about.
Aww.
Like kitchenware and apparel and shit, but money.
That's a really good way to look at it. Like, you do still need to do stuff to kind of like keep your... It's okay to keep your own business running by doing other stuff.
And then Charlie says, people ask to see my stuff when I say I have a small art business. Sometimes I intentionally don't say it because I don't feel like talking that day.
How much time do you think you spend every week doing social media?
If it's not a video, if it's just like graphics and editing, it takes about an hour to an hour and a half.
For the whole week?
Yeah, because it's just like plopping my illustrations and like thinking of like funny lines
That's
or something.
truly so fast.
Oh,
That's like, yeah, that's because based on what you were describing, that sounded to me like it would take many more hours.
For the actual like that burst where I did like 4 reels, that took
it so fast.
I think like two days. Oh, I mean, these are just like the the carousels with like an illustration and like a little tagline and even.
I have to go soon.
Okay, I am back home now. It is actually the next day. I'm about to go to a Canucks game tonight, which is why I'm wearing this jersey. But I wanted to review the artist introspection workshop that I got to go to. I didn't record my entire presentation because I thought it'd be a little bit more effective if I went over some of the things that I talked about in the workshop here with you guys. Now that I've had a little bit of time to also introspect on the introspection, I just feel like I learned so much and I took away a lot from that conversation. I also had to really verbalize what my hard goals would be for 2026 for both my art and my business, and I feel like saying it out loud and presenting it to other people really does cement it in your brain and kind of in real life. My hard goals for 2026 are to monetize this YouTube channels. So essentially, the last requirement that I have to hit to do so is to reach 1,000 subscribers. That is my goal for 2026. There are a few new conventions and events that I would really like to try out this year, one of which is SakuraCon, which I'm very excited to be going to in April. I also found out that I will be going to Fan Expo Vancouver, which is literally next month, for the very first time, even though I have been a Vancouver artist for over 5 years now. I have never gotten into Fan Expo Vancouver, but I kindly got adopted this year, so I will be going to that. Another one on my kind of dream wish list that I don't know if I've gotten into yet is the Toronto Stationery Show. The idea of a stationery show just sounds like something that I would absolutely love to go to, even just as an attendee, but because it is in Toronto, I don't feel like I could really go unless I am also vending, and I believe they do 2 shows a year, so I have already applied for the first one. Hopefully I find out soon if I will be getting into that. And then I also have a hard goal of making art prints this year. I have had a few art print ideas in my head for a very long time, but I found it quite difficult to put those ideas fully on paper and have them actually look the way that I envision them. But I've done some sketches this year already, and I think my art style is definitely evolving, as well as my skill. I'm getting a lot better at kind of drawing backgrounds and kind of like texture, and I'm really learning also how to draw scenery. Most of my art is kind of like individual subjects. I've always kept my art around like kind of either cute characters or like themes for sticker sheets, but I would really like to draw more scenes. I also got some really great feedback from the workshop on my convention display. I feel like because I started in this industry at craft markets and stuff, the style of table displays is really different, and I have always felt like at conventions my booth just doesn't really stand out or look the way that I want it to, but I was always kind of having trouble figuring out why, and some of the other artists really helped me with that at the workshop. I've already ordered some new stuff, and I'm also gonna design some new banners and stuff for the display, and kind of just in the next couple of months completely make over my design. So I think it's going to start looking really different at conventions, and I am super excited about that. I think how you display your items is insanely important for any kind of in-person sales. So retail shelves, wholesale, conventions, markets, anything like that. Yes, obviously the product in itself matters, but how your display looks overall also matters way more than I think most people realize that it does. So I want to invest a lot of energy into improving the overall aesthetic of it. I think 2026 will be a growth year for me in a lot of different ways. So I'm definitely feeling very motivated and inspired and excited for what is in store. If you are not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button below and help me reach one of my goals for 2026. I appreciate you all for watching. Let's see where this year goes together. Bye!